Hey everyone, I am Anik. Welcome to my training session. In the previous sessions, I asked you to choose two words of a grid of 20 words, and then I asked you to make a sentence of it. Now, this is what I have chosen: adventure and rivalry. And the sentence that I made of those two words are: a young couple on an adventure find a treasure trove of old artifacts, but they are at loggerheads and become bitter rivals over what to do with it. Now, I know there are some mistakes and some spelling mistakes within this passage, but I wanted to show you also that writing is not perfect when you first start off with it. The first step in unpacking this sentence is that I am going to just highlight it. I'm going to the top under paragraph and I'm going to give it a number. Okay, for better viewing, I'm going to increase the size of the writing. Okay, I think that's big enough. Okay, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to split this into many different ideas or blocks itself. So if I say a young couple, can you imagine that? Yes, you can. So I'm going to click enter and create a new line. And then on an adventure. Can you imagine that? Yes, you can. Find a treasure trove. Can you imagine that? Yes. Of old artifacts. Yes. But they are at loggerheads. Yes. And become bitter rivals. Yes. Over what to do with it. And I've taken that one sentence and broken it up into 7 different sentences. Now I'm going to unpack it again. If I have at first a young couple, who is this young couple? Mark and Janine. Okay. What are they? Are they single, married, dating, friends, uh, friends with benefits, you name it? Okay, so I'm going to say that they are just met. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a while and then I'm going to go on the second part, on an adventure. What adventure? Why are they going on this adventure? It is Janine's birthday and she decided, and Mark decided to surprise her. Okay, they find a treasure trove. Did they find the whole treasure trove all together or one at a time, or one piece of treasure at a time? So I'm going to say they find a treasure piece and then discover a trove. Now what I can do is split that sentence again and then discover a trove of old artifacts. Now I can see there's a spelling error there. It's E. That sounds right. But they are at loggerheads. Why? It seems like at the beginning they were getting on well together and now they are at loggerheads. So that means the honeymoon phase is over. Now, if you know anything about relationships, you know that when a couple meets, it's all well and good. It's the honeymoon phase until they get into the real parts of life where that's where the problems can start. So the honeymoon phase is over and they are beginning to really cover each other. And they become bitter rivals. Yeah, and now there's something missing in between, so I'm going to come in here. They get on so well that they did not see the other side to themselves. Okay, and then I'm going to enter here. I'm going to correct this, and they become bitter rivals over what to do with it. Okay, over what to do with it. I can have more. Mark wants to sell it. Janine wants to get experts on it. Okay, so we've gone so far. Now, can you see how you take a simple sentence and you keep on cutting it until you get some form of a story? So let's go back. It's Janine's birthday. How old is Janine? Janine is 35. Okay. A young couple, Mark and Janine, just met on an adventure. It is Janine's birthday. Janine is 35, and Mark decided to surprise her. I can even cut it there. And Mark decided, after much deliberation, to surprise her. Now, we come down here to find the treasure piece. It's the a part that's missing, so I am going to say on vacation, on the adventure, to the treasure island. They. Who is they? Is it only Mark and Janine, or is it Mark, Janine, and someone else? So we can say Mark, Janine, and Michael, Jack, Peter. Find a treasure piece and then discover a trove of old artifacts, but they're at loggerheads because the honeymoon phase is over and they are just beginning to discover what each other and what they really are. But they get on so well that they do not see the other side to themselves and become bitter rivals over what to do it. How bitter rivals? They just don't want to talk to each other. Why don't they want to talk to each other? Because in their youth they have not been taught conflict resolution. So this is the beginning of your story. Janine wants to get experts on it, but how does the story end? And that we will come to in the next session. But right now I've shown you how to unpack your story, and what I want to do is for you to take your sentence and start unpacking it the way I have. And keep going. Don't worry if you're on 31, 50, 100, number 200 lines. Just keep going, because what you are doing is you are unpacking what is on your mind onto the page. Later on, you'll have a chance to refine that further. So until then, I will see you in the next video, and that will be still unpacking your story, but we'll move on a bit further. So until then, take care and bye for now.